Yeah,
He's
and the
still a pretty good
contrast
guy.
of Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah.
and CEO of paper company or whatever the hell this was.
It was astronomy.
Astronomy? That's a business?
Isn't that what it was?
Something like that.
It said astronomy. I thought he was like...
It was like
I thought
Scorpios?
he was an astronomer.
He's an astronomer. And he said, and after that, his wife said, "We need some space."
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Uncut Jams. Today, we have a very special guest on the show. Oh my goodness, one of my favorite comedians in town. It's actually the only comedian in all my 7 to 8 years of doing comedy that I've sat down in the audience to watch because I like watching him so much. Guys, welcome to the show, Dan Guyrey.
Fuck yeah, I love that. Wow. Machine guns.
Dan has a special coming out soon, and it's called Rock Hard.
Rock hard.
And it's not just comedy; it's a full.
No, it's just comedy.
Isn't it? I thought you have fucking.
I have a
You have
band.
like fire dancers come out and.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's, everybody has a special right now. Everybody, like, you got fucking Robert Keckham's going to have a special. You know what I mean? And like, give me a fucking break. Like, you're 10 minutes into fucking stand-up, you're doing a fucking special. Shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down. And then they say it's a special.
Yeah.
And then it's just some guy standing there with a mic.
Is this your first special?
Yeah.
And how many years are you?
Well, no. I mean, I guess I had the park special. Like, I shot when Bankus was doing his park shows.
Okay.
I shot like a half an hour thing. So I guess that was my first special.
But this is your first indoor special.
This is the first, like, this is actually going to be fucking special.
And it's Rock Hard. And yeah, you're playing, you have a band.
Yeah.
You're doing jokes. You're making music.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I remember, when I was a year into comedy, I had a little show in Brampton that I asked Dan to come headline. And, he was going to do whatever, 30, 40 minutes. In the first 10 minutes, smashed. Comedy, smashed. Then he pulled out the guitar and did good for a little bit, but then he just continued with the guitar for another 20 to 30 minutes. And after, I said, "Do you always do that?" And you're like, "No, I've actually never done that where you just do guitar for like most of the set." So yeah, this guy will mix it up on you.
I mean, I think I remember that show, and it was fucking brutal.
like the space or like your
The
choices?
space, my choices, the audience, something this must have been, how long ago was that?
It's probably like 2018, 2019 maybe.
Is that when you started?
I started at the end of 2017, and I think I
Wow.
started doing that show at like the end of 2018.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, man.
Well, why is that great?
It's just, yeah.
Because I'm doing so good for my
You're
short
killing
time.
it, Jam. You're killing it,
Hell
dude.
yeah. You heard it from Dan Guyrey himself. Yeah, I think I'm probably at least another 3 to 5 years away from doing any specials or anything, but
Sure, man. I mean, hey, do whatever you want. I just thought if I'm going to do something, it's going to be special. So I brought a band, and then
you had other things other than just a band, or you want to leave that to be a surprise? I've heard a lot of raving reviews about the special. They said it's something that you should have seen live.
yeah, it was that I've heard the same thing. I put on something crazy.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know, man. Stand up on video is terrible. I've seen 3 specials that I thought were good and engaging. You get about 5 or 6 minutes in, and you're like, okay.
Do you want to shout out one of the ones that you thought was good?
No.
No?
We
We like to spread the love around.
I mean,
here. Anyone.
It's not going to be anybody who needs a shout out.
That's
like
fine.
the good ones are the big ones. Like I don't know, Norm McDonald.
The one where he's sitting at a computer?
No,
He's about to
that
die?
was terrible. That was fucking terrible. I saw that live though. I saw him.
You were
live.
in his house watching
No,
it?
I saw him live working on that.
Oh, okay.
And then I played poker with him later.
Okay.
And I said to my wife at the time, I said, I think he's dying of cancer.
Oh, damn.
And then she's like, nah, what are you talking about? And then he died. And then,
Jeez.
yeah.
I heard a story. I love
Okay, Rory Scovel.
Which
both
one?
of his specials are fantastic. But if you want something out of Rory that's amazing, there is a video. It's got to be on the Internet Archives or something. It might have been taken down. But he's in a Hyatt in the foyer doing a show in front of like 30 people, and then obviously it's terrible. So he just does his Rory thing and starts like scaling the balconies with a wireless mic.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
And that's on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll check that one out. I like Rory Scovel live at the Charleston, I think, is one of the ones that...
Is that the one that just had...
No, this is an older one. Because I watched this... The first time I ever did acid, I did it with Rahil Sheikh. Shout out to Rahil.
Rahil, R.I.P., man. Where's Rahil? Why didn't he pick up the phone? Fuck, I love Rahil.
I don't know, but I miss him. We all miss him.
That little great Indian man.
And he showed me that special on acid, and I was like, this is incredible. It blew my fucking mind.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
It was great. Yeah, exactly. And with Norm, R.I.P. Norm, one of the funniest ever, one of the best to ever do it. I did a show in Ottawa, and the owner of that Yuck Yucks Club, what's his name?
Howard, yeah.
Howard was like telling me a story. He was like, Norm came and did his first open mic here, and he bombed, but he's like, but I saw this glimmer in his eye that I knew he was going to be great. And he went straight out into the parking lot, and because he's like all upset that he didn't do good, and Howard followed him out, and he said, don't worry about what the crowd was like tonight. You have something. You're going to be special, right?
You know, it's funny.
Like, I saw that glimmer in his eye. And then that night, I went on stage, bombed.
Yeah.
And I went up to Howard and I said, no laughs, no glimmer either.
Yeah. Howard's told me twice after 2 times murdering his club that I should quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like in a fun way or
no. He pulled me aside one time and he's like, yeah, it's all sizzle, no steak. And I'm like,
wow.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I hadn't met him. I toured maybe I was on my second Cross Canada tour, and I was showcasing for Comedy Now. This was like 15 years ago. And he pulls me aside. And he's like, yeah, so what it's all sizzle, no steak.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? So it's delicious?
You are a lot of sizzle, but I think you got some good meat there too. That's why you got to check out Rock Hard and check out the poster right here. You're gonna see all that meat.
I don't know
that steak.
Do you honestly? Do you know what good writing is?
I think I. You know what? There's sometimes when I write a joke and I'm like, man, I really outsmarted myself on this one.
Like people like they'll be like, you got to see so and so, they're a great writer, and then I go see them and they're like, they do a joke about like nipples on almonds, and they're like, how do they get the milk? Where's the nipple? And you're like, this is good writing? Like, what are you talking about?
Almonds do look like a nipple.
And I suck them. A juicy, salty nipple, put it in my mouth, an almond. But my point is, good writing. What are you talking about? We're talking about cocks and fucking splooge up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, yes, we all talk about cocks and splooge and everything, cum and all that. But I think you do it in an original way. And the reason I say that is because I was looking up reviews of you.
Okay.
Before you got here, since you gave me the extra 20 minutes. And like, one girl left such a horrible review for you, and like, say what you will about the guy being offensive and making people walk out. But like,
I know this one. This is from like 3 weeks ago.
When she said unoriginal, I said, no, that's not fair. It is original.
I remember, and you know what? She has every right to be as upset as she is. I think if it's the review.
Do you want me to read it out? See if it.
Sure, but I think I know
the MC, a guy.
You know what? I will say this: if this is the review, I think it is. I'm seriously considering using it as my bio because it is so perfectly concise as to what I do.
The MC, a guy named Dan, was especially terrible, completely talentless, with unoriginal jokes and a presence that made the entire room uncomfortable. Rather than warming up the crowd,
let me just can I just jump in here because the entire crowd was women. It was the weirdest show of all time. There was all women that night, which, not my MO. They're not my demo.
But the ones that do like you, very cool.
They're the male half of a lesbian couple. The more masculine lesbians, they love. I remember during the pandemic, I got booked for a legal show, and I show up and it's all women, and I'm like, am I at the right place? And they're like, yeah. My openers are all these lesbian comics, and they're like, hey Dan, how are you? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
And they're like, dude, they love you. And I was like, what? These bitches like me.
Right.
And then I get up there and I start doing all my shit, like. When your bitch be eating your ass.
Yeah.
And these chicks are losing it. And then half of the girls are loving it. And then the other half are just like, Anyway, yeah.
That's a so that you got the butch half of the lesbians. They like you.
Yeah, man. Pussy crushers.
If you're painting your nails as a lesbian, don't come. But if you're clipping them,
Which is too bad because I think I'd like a lipstick lesbian friend.
you'd like one as a friend. You probably have some lesbian friends, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
People think that you hate women, but I think you like them.
No, I love women, but they don't like me.
Name one of your favorite things about women.
Well, like their ass.
Great choice.
What
Excellent
about
choice.
you? What about you?
I don't know. Maybe their tits?
Yeah. I'm an ass man.
I'm more of an ass man than a
Yeah.
tit man, but you already took ass. And then
Right.
what does that leave me? The waist?
When we could have something in common.
Actually, you know what? I'll take over tits. A pretty face.
Yeah.
I love a pretty face.
They think that we don't like faces,
Love a face.
but if a chick doesn't have a good face, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You ever see a face like a chick, beautiful chick, and she got like the weird forehead? Like she's, and it's
Like too much forehead, or what do you mean by a weird
I don't know,
forehead?
just not fuckable forehead. Like, you know what I mean? Get your fucking face out of my life.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I like a good face.
You like a good face with a reasonable forehead.
Well,
I've seen some girls with unreasonable foreheads that are very pretty.
wrong.
There's some doesn't Rihanna has a big forehead.
Who's Rihanna?
Under my
Oh
umbrella.
no! She's
Ella.
disgusting. Rihanna.
What?
I'm on Chris Brown's side.
No.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Come on.
Gross. She
love
looks
Rihanna.
she looks like a kid. She looks like you took a 4-year-old girl and turned her into an adult.
I don't think so.
That's
I disagree.
what I think. Maybe I don't know. I don't like.
I don't know what 4-year-olds you're hanging around with, but
Well, I don't know.
your son's friends look like Rihanna.
Yeah, sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, I think she's beautiful and talented.
I think she would throw a temper tantrum in a Walmart.
And
What?
you might have to smack her around a little bit.
I would never. But
Chris Brown really bounced back from that, and so did she.
I don't think it. See, this is the thing: is I think that nobody cared. Like first, I think anybody who actually cared didn't listen to either of their music.
The thing is, people that should care or would care, you really need women to rally behind that. Like, men are going to care a little bit, but when you need women to be behind that cause, and women really like Chris Brown. Women were still wanting to get close to and take pictures with, and
Women love a domestic abuser. That's why they hate me,
because you don't hit them,
because they know I won't hit them, because I like them.
because you like them too much. I was just trying to turn the fan back on. We're having
Was this you're like red flag?
that's my danger. Danger.
Gary doesn't hit women. This podcast is over.
danger. Yeah. So did you recognize that review when I was saying it?
Yeah. I remember the
was the
night,
same one?
and I know why I got that review because it was a terrible joke.
It was a terrible joke.
Well, this lady was a problem. And I was doing crowd work, which is, what you got to do as an MC. Where is everybody from? I finally get to her and her friend. Where are you from? And she's like, I am from Canada. In like this weird fucking accent. I'm
Okay.
like, what the fuck kind of accent? No, you're not.
Right.
And then I'm pissed off immediately because she's lying. She's not from Canada. She has an obvious accent. I'm like, where are you from? She's like, and I can't even make up the accent. And then she's being mean about it too. So I'm like, well, okay, fine, whatever. Where are you? And then it's just becoming weird and argumentative. It's an easy question. Where are you from? You from out of town? You having a? What are we celebrating?
Right.
Why are you arguing? Why are you being?
This shouldn't be the hard part.
This is not the hard part.
Yeah.
So I know she's from one of those like war-torn countries. So I guess Ukraine, and she says no. But then I'm like kind of on something, right? Because like she sort of looked white. And I was like, she's being a kind of a bitch. So I think it's Eastern European, Slavic.
Okay.
So I start guessing those things. And then eventually I run out of fucking steam. And the whole audience is just like, oh my God. Like just, And then I'm like, fine, I don't care. I give up. Where are you from? And she goes, Palestine. And then I go.
And she was white?
Was like, it was dark. She was in the finger banging booth at the back,
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, don't worry. You're gonna feel right at home tonight because I'm gonna spend the next 3 hours bombing.
That's good.
And it pops.
Yeah.
Everybody laughs except her.
Right.
She gets very mad. And she's like, I can't believe you would say something like that. Then this other lady from the rest of the other side of the room goes, it's a comedy club. Like, relax. And then the whole audience turns on the Palestinian lady.
Oh,
And then
even more familiar.
I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like, I this is probably my big fuck up, is that I introduced the one of the first acts, and I go outside to take a breather because I feel bad. And then she was walking out because everybody turned on her, and I made fun of like her family getting blown up or something like that. So
Right.
she's probably not having a good time. And then as she's leaving, I apologized, and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You can't apologize. You can't fucking. Like, I didn't. Bomb their country.
Sorry won't.
Well, first of all, I didn't bomb their country, and I don't believe in that. And
You don't believe in what?
bombing countries.
Okay.
I don't.
I
will.
thought you meant the bombing was fake news. It's like, yeah, that's all
I
fucking
don't. It's not
the
something I
liberal
condone.
media trying to make you think kids are dying.
I
over
don't
there.
condone it.
No.
Okay, I'll say that.
That's great
And I don't care who it offends.
to not condone bomb
But
bombing.
anyway, so she writes his review, and the review is eloquent, and she's got a point. I mean, I did not do a great job in her mind.
One time I was working at this mushroom shop, and a girl came in, found out I was a comedian.
Okay.
Says I said I'm doing the corner. She's like, I went there the other night. So horrible. She said this guy was up there talking about he fucking hates gay people, but then it turned out that his wife was trans, and I'm like, who the fuck? What comedian is that? And then I like tried to look at who was on that lineup, and I think it was probably you. But your wife was not trans, but like I can see you throwing that in after the end of 10 minutes of shitting on gay people.
First of all, I've never shit on gay people. I've shit on the banks using the fact that you're
Right.
gay
Yeah.
to sell bank cards.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that. I hate the banks coming out and saying, well, you know, we're Black Lives Matter, and there's all these black people, and then selling them like insufficient funds fees.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna, charge you 15% interest on your fucking stock account to manage your fucking like 4% dividend, and then they're like,
Yeah.
because we're Black Power, or like gay rights, or that Bud Light thing is like, first of all, that poor little trans girl, everybody hates her guts because she got a free can of beer.
Right. Dylan, was her name Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan Mulberry or something like that.
They bounced back from that quick though.
Did she?
I meant Bud Light.
I think they lost $1 billion.
They lost a bunch, and then they completely switched their marketing to like having like Shane Gillis be their fucking spokesperson.
Yeah.
And look at them go.
Yeah.
I remember, when Kid Rock was like shooting cans of Bud Light in protest.
I think it's just people hear their thing.
Not my Bud Light.
Don't shove my Bud Light up some chick's ass. I think people hear their thing and they get mad immediately. Like we're all so defensive that it's like. I remember I did a show one time, and I have this joke about being adopted, and the joke is pretty hack. But it sucks being adopted. You can't bang older women that look like you because they could be your mom.
Right.
And so,
Sorry, I don't have the laugh button.
yeah, exactly. Okay. And anyway, so I do the joke and I just say, it sucks being adopted. And then at that point, this lady jumps up, starts screaming at me. No, it doesn't. I love my dad. He's the best. And she starts crying. And I'm like, I didn't even finish the joke. And then her dad's like, yeah, like, let him. And then she's screaming at me. I'm like, what the fuck? So people just get mad. They hear trigger words and they're like, I'm triggered. He hates gays or something like that.
Were you adopted out of a
vagina?
Out of an adoption home, or were you like a friend of the family adoption?
No, I was like my adopted mother was the labor and delivery nurse.
Was the labor and delivery nurse?
Yeah, so this my biological mother was giving birth, and the nurse,
the nurse delivers like, "Can I keep this?
Hey, look at this one.
This one's kind of sick. Can I keep this thing?"
Yeah.
Your mom's like, "Yeah, I don't want that."
That's exactly what happened.
Is that legal? Are you an illegal adoption?
It was a private adoption.
Private.
Yeah. So
nice.
I think they purchased me. I don't know. I would
love to know how much you costed.
I think it was like $40.
No.
A pack of smokes. Or
Nah,
something.
I think you're at least one paycheck. I think they gave her one paycheck.
That's not much back then.
800.
Whose paycheck though? Mom's or dad's?
Mom's for sure. Dad was like, "I'll pay you to not take it."
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know how much I cost.
And your adopted upbringing was any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got an older brother and a younger sister.
And they're adopted too?
No.
So they just wanted a third?
They needed somebody to do the chores. That's why me and the blacks get along so well. Real bad man.
Yeah. What's the age gap between you and the older siblings?
My brother's 4 years older than me.
Pretty close.
My younger sister is like 5 years younger.
And being an adopted kid was good?
I had a good time. It was hard. It's hard. I mean, everybody has their thing. Like, you know, you grew up whatever this is, and that was the problem.
What? I was a hyper kid. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody adopted me, they might have sent me back. They might have said, "No, this guy's too much."
Yeah.
But I know some adopted kids that turned out a little bit not too good. And
Oh yeah. What? Like what?
I know one that I heard a story about one that actually I can't. I don't want to tell.
Just tell me.
I'll tell you after.
No, tell me now.
They did some attempted murder shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
they had a decent upbringing too.
Yeah. Apparently, like more serial killers are adopted.
Is that true?
Yeah, something like that.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. You could look it up.
Can you look up serial killers?
Are we looking it up?
Like Ted Bundy, was he adopted? Was any
I don't know which one specifically, but you know, there's
any
like
big ones?
adopted people are all fucked up.
As an adopted kid, I'd be looking into like the stats on it. I'd be figuring out.
I was more interested.
Like, you know how you look up who has the same famous birthday as you? I'd be looking up like who else is adopted like me and seeing if there's hope.
I was looking in. I looked into like why they left.
Why they left and why they leave.
Here we go.
Some of the most notorious serial killers of all time have something in common beside their thirst for blood. They were all adopted.
They were all adopted.
Oh.
David Berkowitz,
Whoa.
a.k.a. Son of Sam. Ted Bundy.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Eileen Wuornos. I don't know who that is.
Eileen?
Eileen, yeah. Joel Rifkin and the Boston Strangler are just a handful of the prominent serial killers who also happen to be adoptees.
Can you look up how many people Eileen killed? Because I'm going to guess it's half as much as the guys.
She was pretty good though. That was
you know that one?
The Monster Girl, I think.
Oh,
and,
yeah, she had a good.
And she, what is it like? The guys came to her, so it's easier for her.
Right, she was a prostitute.
Yeah,
and
she killed him.
She would kill. I don't know if she'd kill him before or after she faked him. I might have to watch that movie again. But Charlize Theron did a good job.
She did a good job
as the monster.
Yeah.
One thing that I've been seeing going crazy on social media this week is that guy that got caught cheating on his wife at a Coldplay concert.
The CEO, yeah.
That's something that I'd like to put in my special. I'll do a little kiss cam and see if I can catch somebody cheating. Add a little ripple of drama to my special. Get more people to purchase it.
You got to make it special.
Listen,
You got to make it special.
we are exposing cheaters during this special.
Personally, I really want to. There's the embarrassed girl beside them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna like try and find her on LinkedIn and ask her out
because she's pretty.
She's fucking hot, dude.
I think she was the head of HR there.
No, she was like the I think the lady that he's cheating on his wife with was the head of HR, and then the girl was like a new HR like.
Yeah,
I think I don't know.
I've heard I heard that she was involved in HR at some point. In some way, I mean, not at some point. At the point is now. Mm-hmm. But for the HR, either he's fucking the girl in HR or the HR is with them. It seems like it was all above board. And
I gotta be honest, I don't understand what any of the problem is.
The problem is he had a wife, and that was upsetting for her.
So, but
and it was
is it though? Is it? Is it?
Well, her name had his last name on Facebook before that video came out, and now that it doesn't, and now that it came out, she took his last name out.
Okay, but first off, the guy's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the women understand that the billionaires like to fuck. Mm-hmm. And then they get a lot of the money for the billions. And then I think it's the embarrassment. You know, we haven't heard anything from the wife.
When you really zoom out and look at it at the macro level, you know what I mean? And you look at billionaires and what they're normally into. As a wife, knowing that your husband is just simply
fucking the head of
fucking
fucking
another
the head
woman
of HR.
and not going to an island to
That's
rape children.
pretty good. That's
I
pretty
think
good.
he thinks
Yeah,
he's
in the
still a pretty good
contrast
guy.
of Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah.
and CEO of Paper Company or whatever the hell this was.
It was astronomy.
Astronomy? That's a business?
Isn't that what it was?
Something like that.
It said astronomy. I thought he was like
It's like
I thought
Scorpios?
he was an astronomer.
he's an astronomer. And he said, and after that, his wife said, "We need some space."
How is that a job?
I don't know. I don't know what astronomy is like. Yeah, that. What is astronomy? I know
Astronomy is the study of space.
the study of space. Okay, and he's the CEO of an astronomy company.
How do you make $1 billion looking at Uranus?
Is he a billionaire, or did you just put that part in? Is he
He's
actually
1.5 billion?
1.5 billion. Yeah, I don't think he's stepping down. They actually put a bet out on some betting websites. Will he have the same job by next Friday? And I said I think he still will.
I don't see why any of this is a problem. I'm so it sucks for the wife and the kids.
Yeah.
And that's it. None of this is our business. Let's find out who Jeffrey Epstein had on his list, you know?
Apparently everything was above board there.
Yeah, that's
That's what they're saying now.
You know what they said is Trump was just hanging out with the staff. What they failed to mention is that the hookers are considered staff.
Right.
The child
they're
hookers.
hired to be there. They got recruited same way everyone else did. They had to fucking do a job interview.
Yeah, I was just hanging out with the staff. Yeah, disappointing week for the Trumpsters.
Yeah.
You know, poor Trump.
Poor Trump because he's turned his back on them.
He turned his back. He didn't understand.
Because Trumpers wanted that list.
That we wanted the pedophiles to be put away.
Of course.
That's it.
If there's one thing you want out of Trump.
That was it.
I really thought this go round with Trump, I thought the one way he could make everyone be actually like, oh, this guy's actually a good dude, is if he stopped the war in the Middle East. But he didn't do it.
Oh no, yeah, it's been amped up.
Yeah, got amped up. On his way up, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna stop it, and we're gonna put a hotel in it. It's gonna be fucking sick.
That sounded great.
And he switched that up. I had to cancel my all-inclusive days.
I gotta say, it bums me out. It bums me out because when I grew up, everybody liked the Jews. Now it's hard.
Well, got to bring Seinfeld back.
Yeah.
Were you a Seinfeld fan growing up?
Fuck yeah, who wasn't?
A big fan. Love Seinfeld.
Seinfeld was one of the best.
Who was your favorite character on Seinfeld?
Probably Jerry.
Really?
Yeah, or Elaine. Elaine was so pretty and
That's
cool.
so interesting because those are the opposite of my choices.
You're
when
George and Kramer?
When I was a little kid, Kramer, and then as I grew up, George.
I can't stand I can't I can't stand it because it's just tell the truth with George. It's just do the right thing, tell the truth. All you have to do, call the person.
Oh, you think he has to lie too much?
I just think every single one of his problems could have been fixed with a simple phone call. Every time it could have just been like, "Oh, by the way, sorry." Or if somebody would just listen. Like if they would just listen to him. The donut was at the top of the garbage. Oh,
right.
Okay, fine. It was on this sheet.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of more George problems that we had when he got fired and just came back to work as if it didn't happen. I don't think there's any call you can make about that one.
I think that actually happened, with Larry David. I heard that actually happened where he was working at SNL or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he quit because none of his stuff was getting, and then he went away for the weekend, and then he came back on Monday and just was like, yep.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that story specifically, but apparently when Jason Alexander was playing George, he went to Larry and he's like, "This would never happen. No asshole would ever act like this." And Larry's like, "I did that. That is what I did.
Yeah.
That story's about me." And he's like, "Oh, I'm playing Larry David," and that was like the click. You never watched Seinfeld, right?
No.
Or Curb?
No.
Yeah.
What did you watch growing up?
I watched a lot of Discovery Channel, Dragon Ball Z.
Do you remember any discoveries?
Discoveries? No, because Discovery Channel was more like just random science stuff. So I watched I forget what the show is. They had that one show in the morning. I remember watching that before going to school.
Popular Mechanics for Kids?
Oh, How It's Made.
Oh,
I watched that a lot.
Wow. How'd you get into comedy podcasting?
Well, I used to do live streaming on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
And that has a lot of transferable skills.
Okay.
And then I was listening to a boss's podcast.
Oh, sweet.
And then he's like, man, I need a producer.
What were you live streaming on Twitch? A game?
Video games, yeah.
What game?
League of Legends, Overwatch,
And this is like on Xbox or on the computer?
PC.
Do you to do Twitch? It has to be on PC.
No.
I was thinking about doing streaming with like sports games. Like every time I have a guest over, we play like Madden or
Yeah,
FIFA
you could definitely
or
do that.
golf after.
Mm-hmm.
And how we could just hook it up to my TV?
You would have to. What system do you have? You have an old 360, right? Or do you have a new Xbox?
I have one of the not the newest Xbox, or the one in between 360 and whatever it is now.
Okay, because I know those ones they have like you can just connect it directly to your like Twitch or your YouTube account.
But then where would the camera on me come to?
Well, so that you would have to connect it to a laptop or a computer or something like that.
Sounds complicated, yo.
It's very easy.
Very easy? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You want to stream anything?
I wanted to. I used to live with Che Durena,
Oh, yeah. He's killing it.
and he was started doing Twitch streaming and stuff, and I would always pop my head in and be like, "What are you doing?"
And now he has
Now he's got 6 billion followers,
6 billion followers, making good money.
and they're all slipping into his DMs trying to fuck
Yeah.
all these chicks.
And he's hosting the Nasty Show at JFL.
Good for him.
Man, what a great...
Good for him. Good for him.
Great for him, yeah. Love that for Che. You guys live together? How many other comics live there?
Well, that house, like all the comics lived in that house for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like Brian O'Gorman, Mark DeBonis, Sarah Donaldson, Dave Merhej, Sandro, Morgan, Pauly T,
Damn, you had a
Che.
good roster. Ernie lived there too?
Ernie.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about this house. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fucking crazy house.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Who got the most pussy in that house?
A didgeridoo player named Tristan.
Really?
Yeah, she was like a great white shark of pussy.
Damn.
And you know the great white shark. You'll get this from Discovery Channel. The great white shark has these little fish that swim by its mouth. Do you know what those fish are called?
No, but they clean the teeth of the
They
shark.
clean the teeth of the shark.
That's what you guys were doing?
And so me and the boys would just sit at home waiting for all the pussy to come in from Tristan. She would pull in so much pussy, and then we'd just sit there, and then women would like get scared. Because they're like, I'm not gay. And then they'd leave her room, run up to one of our rooms, and then sit on our cocks.
And then you hear her start sadly playing the didgeridoo in her room?
Yeah, she'd be like, whoa. No, Tristan was the best. She was the best. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
The only time I lived with a comedian, it only lasted 1 month because he did a lot of cocaine and he was a little bit annoying to live with.
Who was that?
I'm not gonna name names. I actually don't even think you'd know who he is. But I didn't know him that well before I moved in. But yeah, I guess I moved in at a bad time because he had just got like, what do you call it when you get let go from a job and you get money?
Fired.
But there's money though.
Severance? Oh.
So he didn't have to work. It was all play, no work.
And you did a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
You do the cocaine? You like
I've done cocaine, but I'm not a guy that does cocaine. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've done it like a handful of times in my life.
Yeah.
Mostly in Newfoundland, just because they're such a generous people that they keep offering it. But
Jesus, that sounds terrible.
Really?
Newfoundland cocaine?
I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it against.
Terrible.
But no, I'm more like just a weed guy, drinking guy.
Okay.
A little bit of mushrooms, acid once in a while.
Sure.
You're sober now, completely sober?
Yeah.
No weed?
I'll do like a gummy and make some music.
Fair. Why'd you go sober? Were you being a horrible person, or it was affecting your health?
No, I got a kid, and
Is that why?
Yeah, I realized that I was like putting a lot of weight on my, like, I don't know, man. I went through a divorce, and
that made you go. Sometimes that makes people drink. It made you go sober.
Well, it was the only thing I could do to, my ex-wife, God bless her, is the worst. And the only thing I could do is take care of my side of the street. And so I decided I'll just stay sober and maybe I'll drink again one day. But
were you a bad drunk?
Some people think so. I don't.
You stopped what year?
2021.
Okay. So I probably knew you when you were drinking a little bit. But
for sure.
But I don't remember you being like a out-of-hand drunk or anything.
No. I mean, I put on the Danger Room just so me and Morgan could get fucked up.
Yeah, Danger Room, R.I.P. the Danger Room. It was a great...
No, it's still out there.
Is it?
Yeah, the Danger Cats. These.
That's not the Danger Room.
I
though.
know it isn't. But they asked me to use it, and I said fine.
What do they do with it?
I don't fucking know.
Are they doing like a similar show?
Apparently, they said they wanted to do the Danger Room, and they take it.
They just do that in Calgary? Oh, they do it.
They tour it. They said the Danger Room's coming here, and then the Danger Cats present the Danger Room.
But it's just them doing comedy, or do they have like a bunch of new comedians?
I have no idea what they do. Fair. I don't care.
So Danger Room, when Dan was doing it, was you'd have a bunch of comedians come up and basically get heckled the whole time, or like fight with the audience. Sometimes it would be mostly fighting with other comedians. Like I remember my first time doing it. I was like, I think I can handle audience heckles, but it was like 14 comedians in the back, and I was like, I could not handle this. I couldn't keep up with it. I got fucking buried. Yeah. And I remember, like, when I first met you, I was like, this guy's such an asshole, yo. When I first met you, you were wearing like a fur coat, and like, I was like, I messaged you on Facebook being like, hey, I'm like new to comedy. I'm like, hey man, can I come get on the Danger Room? And you're like, yeah, come. And he was like very friendly in the DMs or whatever on the Facebook. But then when I saw him in person, I'm like, yeah, I messaged you about getting on tonight. And he just like kind of just fucking flicked me off.
Well, we had rules. Me and Morgan had rules.
What was the rules? Yeah.
So they were unspoken.
Okay.
And the rule was it was going to be the worst show of all time.
Yeah.
And the other rule is it had to be $5 more than any of the weekend shows at the corner.
Okay.
The other rule was that if you looked at your phone, we would immediately kick you off stage.
Yeah.
If you said, "What's next?" Like if you're like, no, we would start screaming, "Show your dick."
Okay, that's fun.
We would always do improv, and when we did improv, it would always end with Morgan sucking my cock.
I remember that. Yeah.
And what else were the rules? The rules were it was supposed to be the worst show of your life.
I didn't even hear a rule in there where you're supposed to be mean to new comics that come and say, "Hey, can I get on tonight?"
It was supposed.
That wasn't on the list.
It was supposed to be the worst show of your.
life. Okay, fair.
Because you were able to do it together and with comrades and bond outside in the alley.
Right.
And the bad guys were me and Morgan.
Yeah.
We were the bad guys.
Yeah.
And we would give you about 3 minutes of like normal stage time. The audience was allowed to heckle.
Yeah.
But if you went 3 minutes, then we would start heckling you if you weren't funny.
Right.
If you were funny, we'd probably fuck off.
Yeah.
And, if you were being funny, we would jump in once you were like, what'd you say? Then I would jump in and call you fat or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And then if I found out what your weakness is, I would just use it. Like Brovo's weakness is being called fat.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because he's not. He's clearly not. And he has body dysmorphia. And you would just destroy him. And it was a safe space for you guys to deal with being heckled and having the worst show of your life. And you were always invited back. You would never be banned. And we would never hold it, like me and Morgan at least, and Joe would never hold it against you for bombing at the Danger Room. Yeah. And so you could come bomb, go complain about it in the alley, figure out how to deal with that. And then after 5 years, it just turned into that hate rally. And I was just like, me and Morgan were done with it. We're like,
right. Morgan wasn't even there anymore.
Well, he went to Montreal.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I mean, I got a 4 or 5 year old at home at the time.
You got other things.
And I'm a single dad. And I'm like, I don't want to listen to these. It just became hate speech, and I'm like, I'm all for free speech, but I'm like, it's got to be funny.
I think I did it maybe like 4 or 5 times, and I only did like okay once, and the other ones were all fucking railroad bombs.
Yeah.
But I do remember the way I would know that you're about to bring me on stage is either you'd be talking about bringing a fat guy up or a black guy up, and then I'm like, oh, that's gonna be me. I'd look around if there's actually no black guys in the room. I'm like, oh, it's definitely gonna be me.
Yeah. Well, it was always fun to like fuck with people, and we never had a list. And if you said you didn't want to go on, you were immediately next. Mm-hmm. There was like certain
that's
just unspoken rules that it was like of the amount of people who came in and said, I'm not doing it, I just want to watch it. And then you have that Pavlovian response where if the host says your name, you're like, whoa, and then you run on stage before you can even think of it. Like, we've done that to so many people.
Yeah. I've had lots of combos with you where I'm like, I like Dan a lot. Morgan, I thought was like an asshole for the longest time, but then one time I had a bomb there where I was so upset that I slammed my drink down on the table after, and then Morgan just like put his hand on my shoulder, and I'm like being like, it's all right, buddy, and I'm like, This guy's not that bad. I'm like, it's all a fucking.
It's funny how many people hate my guts because of that. Because for me, it was an exercise and it was a way of giving back to the community. Because when I started out, you didn't have that.
Right.
You literally had to drive 8 hours to like some gig and get screamed at by a coked out 60-year-old who's screaming at you in minus 40-degree weather. Your car, you don't know if your car is going to start after the gig. And then you have to fight with the owner to get $40.
Right.
And it's like, man, if there was somewhere where I could practice this.
Yeah, if only I could. Because the worst part about that night is the drive home. And then you're like, how about we make it a shorter commute to this fucking getting yelled at by a crackhead?
And then it was also like, maybe there's a place where Morgan and I could just get absolutely blackout drunk. That was another unwritten rule, is that we would get blackout drunk by the end of the show.
I think you guys should bring it back.
Well,
maybe not weekly, but like maybe like
no,
once or twice a year.
Honestly, I think it's over. We did Danger Fest this November, and I just realized I've completely outgrown it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I'll put on something else, and I mean, I had the Comedy Jam for a while, and
I love that.
And that's what my special is basically the Comedy Jam was me rehearsing for my special.
Right. Comedy Jam might come back, or is it gone?
Comedy Jam might come back. I mean, Comedy Jam is incredibly fun for me.
Yeah, I think it's fun for the audience too.
I've never noticed the audience. I've been like, the Comedy Jam's great because I get to sit up there and just soundscape everybody's music, act. Yeah. And so I'll be up there like on the keys and like jumping on bass and like whatever it may be. That's a fun show for me to perform. Yeah. And then I get to be on stage for 4 hours and put on all my friends and, jam with some great... I jammed with, like, Sir John Scott, and, like, he's, like, a sir. He's a knight of Canada. Okay. Because he's such an amazing drummer. Like, it was amazing.
What band does he play in?
I don't know. He just... My trumpet player for one of the installations of the Comedy Jam was like, oh, I'm bringing out Sir John Scott. Right. And I was like, what do you mean, Sir John Scott? He's like, he's a knight. He's been knighted because of his drumming. He does this parallel. And he was amazing. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm not great by any stretch, but then I got to get up there, do my stupid jokes, play with these amazing musicians. And I would definitely bring that back, but I don't know. Again, the other thing is right now I'm sort of working on publishing some shit. So I'm putting out this special, and then I have to publish some more. Like I have another special that I want to put together.
Are you doing the detective one?
No, that's called Joke Mules. The
What's
detective.
The one, yeah, it's like noir. You did it
before.
Murder
Priest.
Murder Priest.
Well, that's a film I want to make, and I have an animatronics guy who's going to help me make the cock, and then I have I have the studio I want to do it at. I have the cast. I just need the money. Murder Priest, I definitely want to make. I want to make Joke Mules, a TV show, which is like this ad campaign that I put on my Instagram, which is me and Artie, and we steal joke books. Okay,
I saw that.
And fly around the world.
One where you meet Mark Trinidad in the middle of a field.
And we stole his joke book, and then we had to smuggle it back to Canada, and Artie's ass.
Nice.
And then we get it back to Canada.
Too bad it was a hardcover.
It was. And I pull it out and I go through it, and it's just full of pictures of dicks. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so anyway, I want to make that TV show. There's a bigger universe there. And then I want to I don't know. I just want to make cool stuff, publish some shit. And so I think doing live shows for me, you guys I'll be at the corner every week. Check out the website. If you want me to come to your town, you call me, pay me, I'll come. But I think right now I'm going to be working on some pretty cool
content.
Well, you just got to publish some works and then move on.
What does it mean to publish works?
Well, right now you're writing.
Okay.
Right? And so when you make a special, you're publishing.
Publishing it. Okay.
You're publishing. And so I've got another album, like another I've got another music album that I want to publish.
Are you in a band?
Yeah, I have a music album out called Knife City by Max Phoenix, and the band is just me actually. But and so I write all.
You're
the
Max
music.
Phoenix?
Yeah. Well, Max Phoenix is like a concept, but yeah.
What's the concept?
I don't even recall. It's like, you know how a phoenix rises from the ashes?
Yeah.
We'll do that maximum.
Oh, shit.
So Max Phoenix Knife City is like an ode to rock and roll. And it's 11 songs, and it's just a fucking banger album.
It's on Spotify?
It's on anything. It's in a couple movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Any good ones?
No. No, yeah, it's in a couple of the songs are in Bring It On Home, which is a great film, and then I don't know, some Felicity Huffman uses one of the songs.
Bring It On Home, is that the sequel to Bring It On?
No, I don't know.
I'm just imagining cheerleaders dancing to your music.
No, man. Well, I have this lesbian movie that uses one of the songs, and Felicity Huffman is like walking into a bar, and the song "Nowhere to Hide" is playing. It's from the album, and it's like. It's a banger to walk in.
It's not like a comedy album. This is like just good music.
It's just
or is
rock
it funny
and roll.
songs?
Just, I mean, there's like it's me making music, so every once in a while there's gonna be a line that's fucking hilarious.
Right.
There's this one song that's like this ballad, and it's about I used to bang this chick who was married, and she assured me it was just a paper marriage, and then it turns out it wasn't. And so the song is about like testosterone and like the rut and like two men fighting. Right. But then there's this part in the song where it's like, then I get this text on my LinkedIn. It's from him. It's kind of funny, you know, there's some tongue-in-cheek shit, but it's also a fucking banger. Okay. It's a great song, and then...
so if it wasn't a paper marriage, what was it? Rock or scissors?
Yeah, so, no, it's a good album, man.
I'll check it out.
I don't really like putting stuff out that's like meh. Like even the Park special was like, you're not gonna see that again. That's not gonna happen again, where somebody performs in front of 600 people during a pandemic outside.
Okay, yeah. When you said if you were just gonna say 600 people outside, I would say yes, you could see that again. But you said during a pandemic. We would need another pandemic for that to happen. That's what
I hope we don't have
That's
that.
what makes it special.
Yeah,
we need a world pandemic to make this.
I really hope
pop.
we don't do that again. I hope we don't fall for that again. To be honest.
I did read one of your bad reviews. I'm going to read one of your good reviews now.
Oh,
I have a good one. I have a nice one.
You didn't finish the bad review.
Do you want me to finish it?
I don't care.
This is a nice one.
Okay.
His punchlines land hard like a cold beer on a Sunday at the cottage. People rarely come to see Dan shows twice, as they are usually dead from laughter.
It's like one of my bios from 2006.
Is that your bio?
Yeah.
When I looked up Dan Guyrey comedy reviews, that's the only nice one I could find.
Yeah, it's fair.
I thought it was. Maybe it was just a fucking bio, but it was just one little blurb.
I don't think I have any good reviews.
People don't like to go out there and say nice things. That's the thing. People will rush to make bad reviews. They're not rushing to make good reviews.
But in all fairness, I'm not a likable comedian. You know, like I see you guys going, you're a likable comedian. People want to like you. You get on stage, and I tried 2 weeks ago to be likable. And I went on stage, and it was the worst. And people came up to me after the show with pity in their eyes, and were just like, that was great. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, what I like to see is people hate me, and then their sides hurt. Like, they're like, fuck, that guy hurt me. Yeah. Right? He hurt me. I was laughing so hard. I'll make people fall out of their fucking chair. They're laughing so hard. But they don't need to like me. When did that become part of the fucking job? The job is make people laugh, which to me implies it's non-consensual. Right? Like, I'm going to make you laugh. Right. So I have to choose a subject that you don't want to talk about. Right. And make you laugh about it. If I'm getting up there and just doing blasé bullshit that we all agree upon, it's like, fuck you, man. I could watch the CBC. I could, no, that's not what I do. That's not what I got into this for. Fair. I remember the first joke that made me want to do stand-up was this guy gets on stage and he goes, yeah, You know, I didn't always used to be this fat, but I one time ate out Rita McNeil, and I had to be able to do that.
Yeah. You don't remember who that is, though.
Steve DeTata.
Steve DeTata. Is he still doing it?
No, I don't think so.
There's been jokes that I've stopped telling because I felt like they made people hate me.
Yeah.
But then one of them I came back to after, and it's one of the jokes that makes me laugh the hardest.
Right.
And I'm glad that I came back to it. But like, have you ever stopped telling a joke just because like you felt like the heat was too much off that joke? Like you're like, this isn't even worth it because people aren't laughing and it's just like making people hate me.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been a couple
Yeah.
where it was over the line, and that's fine. You got to find the line, and you're gonna piss people off. Doing so, and the line changes depending on the audience.
Right.
The line was different in that review for that lady and the rest of the crowd that night. That was actually a fine show. That was a good show. And once she left, it got better because we weren't all like walking on eggshells to placate to this person's sensibilities, which were like not as irreverent as the rest of the audiences.
Irreverent.
Yeah.
Pretty big word for me. I think I know what it means. I think I knows what it means. Irreverent. If she wasn't as irreverent as the rest of the audience,
Yeah,
so I'm guessing it means that the rest of the audience didn't give a fuck.
Well, of course, the rest of the audience wasn't going to give a fuck like she gave a fuck about her issue. And some people are a little bit more precious about that. And you can be more broad, and everybody will like you, but you're not, in my opinion, going to be as hilarious. You could get to 80% by being broad enough. Like, you can get an 80% crush consistently, but you can't get 100% crush.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You won't have people falling out of the chairs, hurting, crying, if you're completely and utterly, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong.
I think you're right, and I think even 80's too high of a number to say, like, to get that reaction. To get that reaction where they're falling out of the seat laughing, I think you're probably going to be pissing off the other 40% of the room.
You have to piss somebody off. And this idea that, like, there's punching down and like, I'm making fun of something no matter what. You're making fun of something. Now, if it's an object that has no feelings, it doesn't have as much weight. And the stakes aren't high.
Right.
Right? So it's like it doesn't have enough fuel to, like, Seinfeld is one of the greatest of all times, but his TV show is mean. And it's mean to people with man hands. It's mean to people who, are close talkers. It's mean to people who smell or whatever it may
have
be.
Accents.
Or
everything.
Mechanics. Or it's and they said so at the end.
Right.
It was very mean-spirited, and yet it was the funniest thing. But then when you're looking at Seinfeld's actual act, it's very corporate, clean, and broad, and he's making fun of toothbrushes.
Right.
And it's like, okay, one of the funniest of all time, very relatable, but I'm always like, yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Have you seen a B movie?
Yeah.
Great.
It's really good.
I watched that on mushrooms, and it's like watching one long Seinfeld joke, and the way everything ties together. Like, this guy researched bees for 30 hours and wrote an hour-long joke about it.
Seinfeld is by far one of the greatest writers of all times.
Right.
But I'm looking at mastery there, and I'm in awe of somebody's writing and callbacks and like nuance and understanding the life cycle, learning something about the life cycle of a bee is very interesting and engaging. As we heard, you were into Discovery Channel, how it's made. This stuff still draws people in, and it's not to say that it isn't entertaining, but it isn't hilarious. Like, there's this story of Norm Macdonald, who in my mind is the greatest, where he was at this stadium show, and everybody was told to be clean, and the governor's there, and you have to be clean, and then there's like 20,000 people there, and then he gets out on stage, and everybody did a clean show. It was fine. And then his first line is, you know what, these gay guys? How are you gonna be like the bottom guy, hey? What's up with the bottom guy? and he's just gonna get fucked in the ass. And then the whole audience just walks out. Like 70% of them walk out, and then the kids are just like the 20-year-olds are there like laughing their ass off. And he does like 45 minutes about like just the worst shit ever.
Right.
And that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funnier, and it's legendary.
It's so funny that he did that, and then at the same time, when they asked him to do the Bob Saget roast, you heard
That
this
he
story.
did
They asked him to be dirty because Bob Saget very dirty, and then he did a completely clean
Yeah.
roast, and it was so funny. It's so funny to watch back that.
Well, there's like a contrarianism to comedy.
Right.
That if you're don't
just tell me what to do.
Yeah, don't tell me. Like, I'm literally going to try and make a living out of being funny. That's the most contrarian. It's the most useless skill in a world, like in a world of war and famine, and
I don't think so. You think being funny is the most useless skill in the world?
it serves no purpose in a function.
What?
In a function.
I think it helps you in a lot of spots.
Okay.
Yeah, like with getting along with other people, with also like if you're a guy even in sales or something like that, being funny can probably help you close a deal. Like,
So why aren't you selling?
I'm not a salesman. I'm saying being fun. Okay, so whereas being funny helped me, doing comedy, but also I don't know, like getting along with people, making friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not noticed that for me.
Okay.
I like, but we have different styles of comedy. I think.
Fair.
Like, I think you are very affable.
Yeah, but I say offensive stuff too. I'll say it right now.
Sure.
No, I have jokes. I've been attacked on stage before.
Yeah.
I've had people come swinging on me a couple
I mean, it's
times.
going to happen.
Yeah.
But you're also just a likable guy.
I would say I'm affably offensive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. Yeah.
I just feel like you're calling me a pussy right now. And I don't
No,
like it.
and I'm just talking shit, man. I don't know, man. I just don't
You think you can beat me in a race?
Yes.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because I have another show that I have you on where I'm doing comedians in alleys racing me. We'll do a race in the corner.
Okay.
In the corner alleyway. I've only done one so far against Ian Fergus.
I worry that if you and I were to
It's
race,
just a 40-yard dash.
you would fall over and scrape your knee.
Yeah.
And that's my impression of how you race.
That's fine.
I don't know. Are you an athlete?
I used to be. I'm fat now.
You
obviously.
are. You do.
40 pounds ago, I could say I was an athlete.
You strike me as one of those guys who was like got a lot of pussy in high school, and then 2 years later, beer gut.
Move it down a little bit further, but like late 20s, I got beer gut. Like pretty much like I got fired from working at a gym. I started doing courier jobs, and for the next 3 years, I was like sitting down all day, drinking at night, and that's where that's the years where I got fat, and then I just carried it forward into comedy.
How old are you?
Now I'm 36, so I probably started getting fat at like 27.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of my high school and 20s, I was playing a lot of sports, and I was working at a gym.
Maybe,
so
maybe you could probably beat me. I'm not an athlete.
yeah, well, would you be down to race me sometime?
Yeah, I'll race you.
Okay. Because sometimes people, they say they can beat me, like, and then like Kirby, and I say, okay, every time I see him, I'm like, let's race then. And then he's always like, oh, my shoes, my pants.
Kirby? Yeah, we gotta give it to Kirby. I think Kirby's gonna beat you. But I do think he's a bit proud. He seems like a proud man.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to risk it.
He doesn't want to chance it.
Fair.
I remember one time somebody challenged, like said, I said something like I do like 100 push-ups a day. And
In a row?
No. But this guy's like, no, you fucking don't. He starts screaming at me, and I'm at work, and I'm like, okay, let's go. And then I'll do 50 right now.
You can do 50 in a row.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then we did like a push-up off at the bar. In the middle of the bar, we cleared all the tables.
Yeah.
I'm like bartending and like just doing. But this guy falls over. He's just like,
How many did he do? Like 4?
I think he got to
Nah, he got 20 at least.
42 or something.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then he was
I think I could probably do 30, and then my shoulder will give out.
yeah.
I could do 100 in a day, but I ain't doing 50 in a row.
You know
right
what
now.
the trick to 100 is?
Losing
You do a
weight.
Tyson 10.
What's Tyson 10?
You go 1, then you do 2. You do 1, take a break. 2, take a break. 3, take a break. 4, take a break. 5, all the way up to 10.
I'm getting bored already.
And then all the way back down.
That's such a long way to do the push-ups. I'd rather do 4 sets of 25, call it a day,
Okay.
or 5 sets of 20 if I'm feeling light that day. You know. what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I need to lose weight, man.
Why? Well, how? What are you at?
Disgusted with myself.
What are you at?
Probably like 212 right now.
Yeah, I'm
my guess.
at 206. I need to.
Really?
I want to lose 30 pounds.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Damn, I thought you'd be lighter than that.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be,
You
but
carry it well.
I just there's a Glory Hole Donuts right by my house. I go
You're swallowing too much cum there.
yeah, I go into the Glory Hole Donuts and then I suck a bunch of dudes off. Have you tried the Glory Hole Donuts?
No.
They're
Is there only one location?
well, I mean, I don't know, but the one by my house is the best donut. It's like $5 a donut.
Okay.
And they're just the best. They're just
What's the best donut there?
it's the one wrapped around a dude's cock. No, I get the one that's like a strawberry Danish.
Danish, no
donut.
hole.
No, it's got a hole. It's got a hole.
They all have holes, I guess.
Yeah, that's where you put your cock.
yeah. How else?
Yeah.
All right, we're getting close to the end of the episode. We're going to do
Are we
our
now?
two segments that we like to do here. One of them, speaking of the guy that grew up loving Discovery, we're going to do an animal fun fact of the day from yahoo.com. Hit us with that.
All right. The phrase raining cats and dogs originated in 17th century England. During heavy rainstorms, many homeless animals would drown and float down the street, giving the appearance that it had actually rained cats and dogs.
Really not fun at all. Pretty sad fact, actually. Thank God we got dogs off the street.
This is the segment?
We just talk about that fun fact.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So wait, there were a lot of floods back then?
No, but when it rained a lot, I guess back then they didn't have like the drainage system.
And then people would be like, wow, it was raining cats and dogs last
Oh,
night.
so it
Because-
became because they didn't have like weather drainage. Every time it rained,
Heavy.
basically heavily at all,
Yeah.
the cats and dogs would be
we drown.
Yeah.
Did they drown?
I wonder
or
if the doggies tried to doggy paddle. Why didn't they
yeah,
do
I
that?
bet
Some
they
of
were
them.
fine. I bet they were fine.
It,
Dogs
it,
are pretty
it didn't
good
say
swimmers.
all homeless animals, just many
Many.
would drown and float down. So
Wow.
there's drown and float. So maybe some of them were just
Homeless
floating and not
dogs,
dead.
though, not
Yeah.
like pets.
No,
Okay, that's fine.
just the ones on the
I'm fine with
streets.
the
In
homeless.
the 1700s, they probably didn't have pets back then.
I don't believe in the 1700s. I'll say that. I'll tell you that much. I
Didn't
don't believe.
exist?
No, the Dark Ages. I don't buy it. I think it's like fake news.
Fake news? What do you think was actually happening then?
Tartaria. Look it up. You ever look into Tartaria?
This guy knows.
Tell me about it.
Okay,
you know about
go-
the mud flood stories?
The mud floods. Okay, I don't want to get bogged down on the mud flood, but I will say this. I can prove Tartaria. At the corner, right outside the corner, you'll look and you'll see a windowsill that's like halfway covered up by the road.
Okay, yeah.
What the fuck's up with that? The buildings go way further down.
Yeah.
And the mud flood is this thing. There's a big flood that covered up the whole civilization that existed here before.
Okay. So that's what we're talking about, Tartaria. That's what that is? There's
That's
a
one
civilization
theory, yeah.
below the ground.
I just think that there was like an advanced civilization, and we've been to this level of advancement before.
Where we are right now.
Even
Yeah.
further.
Forever and further, and that like Elysium, there are these people who live up in a hidden society that control all the technology that we have access to, and they keep us enslaved in whatever economic system. They say communism, capitalism, both. The language of the oppressor is money. When the reality is food grows on trees, water falls from the sky, God provide, like the universe is conducive to life, right? And so why do you need money?
Buy fancy things, I guess.
No, to be controlled. And the second you start using money, you're now using the language of the oppressor, and the enemy. And who's the enemy? The people with all the technology hidden away. And there's free power. There's like Tesla started finding the free energy and the free power, and then they killed him. They ostracized him. They said he was a commie. They said AC alternating current was communist. Now we do use AC now because it's more like less people die and get electrocuted. But at the time, direct current was all of the power. But again,
Is that what ACDC stands for?
yeah, alternating current and direct current.
Actually?
Yeah. I don't know if that's what the band
That's what I
stands
meant.
for, but AC/DC is AC is alternating current.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, anyway. what I would argue is that in the 18th century there was like a massive technology, like free cars, like electric cars, flying cars, hoverboards.
In the 1800s.
Yes. 17, 18, all of that shit. And then there was a big, like World War I wasn't about anything. It was about destroying the artifacts of the previous civilization. And
What the
then
hell?
after World War II, like the bombing of Dresden, why would you bomb the fuck out of Dresden like that? There's no reason to bomb all those civilians. They bombed the fuck out of Dresden so that they could destroy all the artifacts of Tartaria. And then
I've never heard about any of these things before. This is breaking news to me.
anybody who remembers the civilization from the past, they lobotomized and locked up into mental institutions. And then in the 70s, they opened up all the mental institutions again because everybody was lobotomized and forgotten about Tartaria.
Damn.
Oh.
Did they make a movie about this?
No,
I
they
feel
don't
like
want you to know. They don't want you to know about the hidden history of
You know
our-
who would do a good job at this, though? Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, he would.
He'd do a great job
But
with
he's part of the machine that's trying to teach you that like
Who better to show us than a cog in the machine?
Christopher Nolan's pretty good though.
He's pretty good.
He's a great filmmaker. I'm a big fan.
My favorite, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's only had one miss in my books.
Which was the miss?
Crazy Eight.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't.
It's not one that I'm rushing back to like rewatch.
No, I don't think.
But,
I'll ever rewatch it.
Who was it? Somebody, was it Rolling Stone? One of these magazines just dropped like 100 best movies of all time, and he had 4 movies on there, but neither of them, no Pulp Fiction, no Reservoir Dogs, and those are probably my 2 favorites by him.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction's pretty amazing. Reservoir Dogs is an amazing first start. I mean,
They had Kill Bill on there. They had Inglourious Bastards, and they had one other one.
Did they have Django?
They didn't have Django.
do you think Inglourious Bastards was one of his? Oh yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's the other one that's on.
But
there.
that's like an amazing movie.
That was great.
I could watch that. I've probably watched that movie 4 times, and it's 3.5 hours, and it feels like an hour.
And it had a nice payoff at the end too. I love a movie with
No
payoff at the
spoilers.
end.
Have you not seen it?
Not yet.
Oh, what? Why?
I'm busy.
No, you're not. You're not too busy to see one of the greatest movies of all time.
True. I mean, I have seen Transformers 1 a bunch of times.
Have you seen? Wait a second. On that list, Parasite is like way up
Parasite's
there.
number 1.
That's insane. That's not even. Is that really the best movie of all time?
I've never watched it because I don't like reading subtitles. I would love for them to have
Oh my god.
I would love for them to have a dub of that. If they had a dub of it, I'd watch it. I don't know why you can't just make dubs of shit. Like fuck it. Like
Because it's not as good,
Squid Game, I watched dubbed. It was great.
but it's better with the subtitles for sure.
Why?
Not if you
That's
can't
just it.
read.
Yeah, not if you.
Sorry, guys.
It takes me too long.
My
It
bad.
takes me too long to fucking follow along with my finger at the bottom.
Well, Parasite was a fine movie, but it's not the best movie of all time.
What's the best movie of all time?
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Actually,
In my opinion,
okay.
it's amazing. It still holds up. Like the practical effects are fucking amazing. There's only one scene where you're like, eh. And then, yeah, I mean, maybe 12 Angry Men. There Will Be Blood is number 3 on that list.
Yeah,
and that's,
it's the New York
that's up
Times
there.
that made the list. Yeah. Okay, New York Times. Where's this list here? Of the 21st century. So, is 12 Angry Men of the 21st century. Top Gun Maverick is number 2. That's crazy.
Have you seen it, though?
I've seen it. I liked it.
Have you heard a boss talk about it?
No, what does he say? He says it's amazing.
When I was doing his podcast, he would bring it up at least once an episode. He'd be
It's
like,
not
yeah, but
that
Top Gun
good.
Maverick.
Really?
It's a good movie.
I
but
liked it.
Yeah.
I can't. Well, okay, if it's just the 21st century, fine. 12 Angry Men's not.
Right.
It's not. But you know what? And to be honest, the movies in the 21st century are nowhere near as good as the movies in the 20th century. Like, they're just not. I think they started petering off around 2015 is when it just ended. Like, when streaming really took over, the movies, unfortunately, started dive bombing.
Huh. Well, I saw the new Jurassic World this week.
What'd you think?
Liked it. Classic Jurassic Park shit. You know what I mean? The thing I like about Jurassic Park movies is somebody's an asshole, you're gonna see him die soon.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see a dinosaur eat him within the next 30 minutes.
The one asshole didn't die though, did he? I think he lived and redeemed himself.
In the new one,
Yeah,
Jurassic World: Rebirth.
the boyfriend, he ends up redeeming himself.
I don't think you've seen the newest one.
Did
The newest
he die?
one just came out this
Did he
year.
die? Yeah, no, I just saw it with my kid. I mean, I may have been busy. Like
The boyfriend. Who's the boyfriend?
the girl's boyfriend. He's the biggest asshole in the movie, other than like capitalist scumbag, who's of
The
course
capitalist
gonna,
scumbags.
Yeah.
The boyfriend. People love the boyfriend.
Why? He's such a fucking
He
loser.
saves her.
Oh my god.
He's
he redeems himself. That's what I mean.
Oh,
he redeems himself.
okay. His
But he's-
opening scene.
fucking loser.
I thought he was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna
I thought he was gonna
die.
die real quick.
You know what I like though about that movie? It was very diverse, and I love diversity. They had the first retarded dinosaur
Yeah.
in the history of movies.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like the retarded dinosaur?
No, I think I thought that was the one downfall of this movie. It's like we have enough dinosaurs in history to just use dinosaurs that we already
Just
have.
real dinosaurs.
We don't need to fucking
We don't
meld
need a
two dinosaurs
mongoloid
together.
dino.
This dinosaur has like an
And
alien
the
head.
It had like the
Yeah.
fucking beluga whale
Yeah.
head.
I
And
didn't like
oh
that.
my god, yeah, it was terrifyingly. Yeah. And I mean, I have a fear of
Dinosaurs?
no
What?
mentally disabled people.
Oh,
So that was scary.
I saw a great video today of a mentally disabled guy.
I used to get attacked by like a mentally disabled.
Really?
Yeah, my babysitter when I was a kid she also looked after and I'm fine with like certain disabilities for sure, but there's this one specific type that just I can't. I have a phobia. No, that guy's great. I love that guy. That guy's best.
You see what it says?
Are you gonna show this to the audience later?
I guess I could explain it. What we're looking at now is a guy with Down syndrome pumping his fist downwards in a, you could say, jerking off your friend type of way. And it says, me at the local all-male sauna.
I love that guy. That guy's the best.
You know this guy?
No, I like
You like that kind of energy.
I love that energy, and guys with Down syndrome are the salt of the earth. It's just I don't know what disability it is, and I'm terrified because I used to get attacked like every day after school by this lady who had this disease, and then she would whip her shirt off, and she'd be slobbering all over her boobs, and then she would pick me up by the hair and rub me in her fucking slobbery titties, and oh man, I've been.
Oh my God, how old are you?
6, and
That's
I'd be
a lot.
like, I'm an ass man. No,
Because of that.
I don't really like boobs.
You're afraid of
anymore.
tits.
Afraid of them.
Whenever you see them get sweaty, you're like, no!
Slobbery boobies
Slobbery
for sure.
boobies?
I tried to make a bit about this, and everybody hated me. That would be one of those ones I quit doing.
And did she take your virginity?
No, but does that sort of count? Like titty face fuck titty.
That's a sexual experience. I think like that's enough to say that you borderline got molested.
I had I guess so.
Did you fully get molested?
I don't know. I don't know what the definition of molestation is, but I feel like that's in there. I used to have a lady when I lived at that house we talked about. She
Yeah.
would break into the house and titty fuck me in the middle of the night.
She would titty fuck your soft dick.
I'd wake up and she'd be making my soft dick hard
And this
with
was
her titties.
something you didn't like. Or you did like this.
No, I didn't really like it
You didn't like this.
because of the titties.
Because titties scare you.
I mean, I'm trying to get over it, and I'm trying to get over my my fear of the mentally disabled people. Like I go to like a rec room and swim in the pool with the. I want to volunteer. I want to overcome my fear, but I still have a willingness. And I bring this up because just to say that dino was extra terrifying for me. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was a long walk.
I'll give that movie, out of 10, I'll give it a 7.2.
I give it a 6.
That's fine.
You know what I saw the other night that's great? F1.
I heard great things about that.
Dude, it's the best.
And is that one worth seeing in theaters?
You gotta go.
Got to see it in theaters.
Yeah, I would go. Like, if you could do it in the IMAX with a D box, I would do it.
Why? Because that moves your seat around and stuff?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I didn't get the D box, but I did the IMAX, and it was fantastic.
The one time I did, so I watched Jurassic Park in 3D. Wasn't worth it. 3D, I find a lot of 3D movies are bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. The only good one that I've seen in the last like 10 years in 3D was also in D box. It was Ant-Man Quantum Solace.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And Quantum Solace. What is this? 007?
What is it called? Quantum
Mania.
Quantum Mania. Whatever. You know, quantum whatever. And I was by myself. I was on the road in Winnipeg doing shows, and I just needed to kill some time. So I'm by myself. I'm super high. Got a big ass fucking pile of popcorn. I'm choking on it. I'm literally choking on it, and my seat's moving around. And I'm like, fuck, I'm choking. So I grab a drink to try and like slurp it down, and I'm choking on that, spitting my drink on the guy in front of me. But I was like really embarrassed. I was like I was like just trying to hide behind my popcorn after that. But the guy thought it was part of the D-box experience. Yeah. Just being moved around like he's like, oh, the fucking wetness. I'm actually feeling it.
Yeah, that's great. I love the D box, to be honest.
Yeah,
love it. It's so fun.
It's expensive though, man.
Yeah, I mean everything is expensive now. You got to get a job, Jam.
I know, and that sucks.
Yeah,
I was just before you got here today. I was telling Dante I work too much. I don't have a Monday to Friday job, but I have a job where if my friend needs an extra pair of hands, I'll go do some labor work kind of thing. And if it's like a day or two a week, perfect. But when it's the whole week, I'm like, oh, I hate.
So this is what I mean about being funny isn't a skill that is usable, because if you're too funny, you can't work. You can't. It's just too much. 5 days a week of working as a funny person is insane.
Can't do it.
You will say something that will get you fired. You can't be fucking HR chicks at Coldplay if you're funny.
Right.
That CEO, not funny. I guarantee he's not funny. He's very serious. And he goes to Coldplay. Nobody who goes to Coldplay is funny.
Fair.
And you can't fuck.
I kind of wanted to go to Coldplay, but it's too expensive a ticket. Can't afford it on my funny salary. It looked like a great time. You don't like Coldplay?
Well, they cock-blocked my virginity.
They cock-blocked your virginity.
You remember that song, Look at the stars.
Look how they shine for you.
Yeah, Yellow. Yeah. So my girlfriend in high school, that song had just come out, and I brought her home. My parents were out, and we had decided we were going to fuck. And so, I got her on the bed. We're making out. We take off her clothes, and then I turn on the radio. Because back then, you didn't have playlists. You didn't have, you had to go to the radio.
Yeah, unless you had a CD. CDs were around back then. How old are you?
I had my dick out. I can't be searching for a fucking. I just been fumbling around trying to put fucking condom on my 15-year-old cock.
You just want a quick radio.
So I quickly hit the radio, and there is Chris Martin with his fucking melancholy, emotive. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you.
Yeah.
And then we just started getting incredibly sad.
Oh.
And then my girlfriend starts crying.
Did she have something happen to her to that song or something?
Well, I think she had just fucked some other guy to that song like a week ago, and I learned. But I blame Coldplay.
That's the problem with the radio, because they're gonna play the hits all the time. Yeah, so it's like if you're fucking multiple people that week, you might end up fucking the same soundtrack. Yeah. I lost my virginity to an R.Kelly CD. Well, it was a mixed CD, but a lot of it was R.Kelly.
Have you got your shots?
Do you want to come to America?
That song, I don't understand R.Kelly. Somebody needs to explain why this guy, he's got the one song that's amazing, and then everything else is a joke. I Believe It Can Fly or whatever.
Okay, I Believe It Can Fly. The Storm Is Over. Okay,
I don't know his catalog. I just know that every time
storm is over now. You don't know this one?
Anytime anybody shows me R. Kelly, he reminds me of a hot chick who nobody told couldn't sing. Nah. He's like a coke dealer who has enough money to pay the sound guy to.
He's a great writer.
I don't think so.
He's probably wrote songs that you like that you didn't know that he wrote, because he wrote for a lot of other people too.
Oh, okay, well, hopefully.
Aaliyah. Michael Jackson.
No, he didn't write for Michael Jackson.
He wrote songs for Michael Jackson.
Get out of here.
He is the king of R&B.
Nobody wrote for Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson and Prince wrote everything. They wrote every song. Michael Jackson and Prince wrote every song.
Is that true?
Yes. There's no fucking way. Maybe he wrote with Michael Jackson. I I refuse to believe that R. Kelly wrote for Michael Jackson.
R. Kelly wrote one song for Michael Jackson titled "You Are Not Alone."
You are not alone.
Wow. That's a great song. That's a great song.
He also
Okay. All right, I'm wrong.
Oh, this one.
You Were Not Alone is a great song.
Yep.
And okay.
He's
all
wrote
right.
a lot of great songs.
Enough to piss on little kids?
No. There's no amount. I don't even know what the number would be for that, but I think we've.
None of his songs are good enough for me to allow him to piss on a kid.
I agree.
Call me crazy.
It's definitely, I've had to mute R. Kelly a little bit. When I was a kid, he was my favorite. I loved R. Kelly.
I'm so sorry.
But as a grown up,
As a kid,
I watched the first 10 minutes of Surviving R. Kelly, that documentary, and it really soiled a lot of.
As a kid, would you be like stoked to get R. Kelly to piss in your mouth?
No.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Like,
No.
if you take you at your biggest R. Kelly fandom, are you letting this man
Me,
piss on
at
your,
my biggest R. Kelly fandom, no, I wouldn't say
piss
piss
in
on
my
me.
mouth?
But if he said invited me to go piss on girls with him, in my biggest fandom, because I'm underage too at that point, I might be like, this is cool as fuck. That I'm gonna go piss on.
Okay,
girls
I
with
gotta
Kelly.
say, if Aaliyah called me up after I saw Romeo Must Die,
Yeah.
and said, "Come on over, piss in my mouth," I'm in doing it.
Have you pissed on a girl before?
Yeah.
I've attempted to twice, but but I couldn't get a good stream going. But both times
They wanted it.
they asked me to.
Yeah. So one time, yeah. Okay.
I've never wanted to piss on anybody.
You got to do it in the shower,
That's what I did.
and
but I
that's so
couldn't get a
that
good
doesn't
stream going.
count. I don't think. Like I think,
Where'd you pee on somebody?
like I was taking a piss,
Yeah.
and this chick burst in. She was on Mug Shotties. You ever know Mug Shotties?
Yeah. Hot girls with mugshots.
I was gonna hook up with this chick again, and then I saw her on Mug Shotties, and I was like, "I'm a dad. I can't do this."
Right.
But I was like, because I'm single, and I'm like, you got to get some pussy every once in a while. So you look back at all the chicks you fucked. There was this chick. She was a regular at my bar, and she came over one afternoon, and then we're drinking, and you have a few drinks, you got to piss. So I go take a piss. She busts in the washroom, and I cut the stream.
Yeah.
And then she sits down right in front of my dick and starts taking a piss. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, well, I'm going to see it anyway. And then so I just started pissing right in between her legs, and then I just drenched her.
Just her lower region. You didn't piss on her top.
No. But then I took her in, I threw her in the shower, and then I took her back to the room and fucked her. And I was like, man, that was fucking great. That was great. Right?
Yeah.
That's great Sunday afternoon. I'm like 26. This is the best. She's super hot. I call her the next day, and she is one ring, immediately goes to voicemail, and she texts me back. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, well, I was just seeing what you're up to. I had a great day yesterday, wondering if you want to hang out. And then she goes, I'm at my wedding. I'm getting married. Shut the fuck up!
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I never talked to her again for like 7 years. And then I reached out to her a couple of years ago. And she was like, yeah, I just broke up with my husband. I'm like, go figure. I just broke up with my my wife. Maybe you want to get together and let me piss in your mouth? And then she says, yeah. And then I'm like, sweet, I'm going to hook up with her next week. And then I look on my phone. There she is on Mug Shotties getting arrested.
For what?
It's pissing in public.
Actually?
I don't know. And she like bit a cop or something like that.
Goddamn.
And then I was like, man, maybe this isn't a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a habit of attracting some wild and crazy ladies.
Oh, I love them wild and crazy.
Can we talk about that? You almost got...
No, I don't want.
All right, we'll go to our final segment of the day. All right, our final segment. Dan, you were eyeing this Bible earlier. What we do, we flip to a random page in the Bible, see where what page we land on, what line we land on, and see if it brings the whole episode together in some type of way. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I believe in the Lord.
Are you more of an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
I believe in it all. I believe in science, and so the Bible is the oldest scientific book.
Older than the Book of the Dead?
I don't know.
All right, we landed on Zechariah, the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, necessity of conversion.
Whoa.
In the 2nd year of Darius, in the 8th month of the word of the Lord, came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, the Lord was indeed angry with your fathers, and say to them, thus says the Lord of hosts, return to me, says the Lord of hosts, and I will return to you, says the Lord of hosts. They're really repeating, they're really hammering down that Lord of hosts. But not like your fathers, whom the former prophets warned, thus says the Lord of hosts, turn from your evil ways and from your wicked deeds. But they would not listen or pay attention to me. And I think comedians don't want to be told what to do. He said, turn from your wicked ways. They wouldn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
Father of all hosts, hosting, MCs.
Yeah.
Dan was an MC who didn't want to play by the rules.
I didn't. I know. I see. There's a lot of stretch here.
Sometimes you got to turn against your father's wishes. And be the Lord of hosts and do the damn thing the way you want to do it. Comedians not playing by the rules. You can check Dan Guyrey out on the Rock Hard special coming out when?
August 15th. Just check out my website, danguyrey.com.
DanGuyrey.com, you got that?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and then I'm Dan Guyrey on all the socials. And the thing will be out.
No underscores, nothing.
Nope.
Good name.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
name. Hell yeah.
I think it means you got to convert. You got to you know,
gotta convert.
You got to repent your evil ways.
You think so?
Well,
Because you are living by the opposite.
am I?
I mean, comedically.
I mean,
like you as a guy, you've converted to being sober. You've converted.
I mean, I still like to crush puss. I still like to,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's biblical. I fuck a lot. I fuck a biblical amount of women.
I think God's okay with that.
I think God's good with that.
I don't know if I've just been talking myself into it, but I think when these rules were made years ago where you're supposed to only fuck one person, it was made thousands of years ago where people were pretty much getting married at 16. So it made sense that you're not fucking around a bunch before that.
All right.
But I mean, like now we're grown-ups.
Well, listen. I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I think you gotta try and be a better person, and you try and be a better person each day. And I try and be a funnier comedian. I try and be a better father. I try and be a better friend. I try and be a better boss. And
Are you a boss?
yeah,
Of what?
a bunch of fucking people.
Oh shit!
And I try and
What do you do?
I'm the food and beverage manager for Wyoming Hospitality.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why that. I just didn't imagine you being a food and beverage manager, but that's cool. Yeah, fucking.
I'm executive chefing a fucking wedding this Sunday.
You're a chef?
Well,
Actually, I came to your house once. You made me a snack. It was good. It was like a better snack than I expected out of my friend that lives by himself as a single man.
I'm not like a chef, but yeah.
You got taste.
I make I design a menu. I do the costing. I hire the people, and I tell them what to do, and then I hire all the bar staff, and then I sexually harass them, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to be a better person.
That's where you're trying to repent.
I'm trying. It's hard, you know.
Rock
hard.
Rock hard. Coming to you August 15th.
Yeah.
Dante, where can people find you?
You can find me online at Shedante, CheZDANTE. Follow your boy.
And if you're not following me already, please follow me at James. Come on now. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Peace.
Thanks for having me.
Real bad man.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
Right.